What is going on, everybody? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late, but it is because I spilled coffee all over my laptop and the trackpad is no longer working. So I had to get another external mouse. And if this thing is done, man, if this thing is on its last legs, then I don't know, there might not be any streaming for a while. I'll have to figure out another setup here because this is the easiest thing for me. But all of my problems aside, I hope everybody is doing well. Oh shoot, what am I missing here? Oh, never mind. So yeah. I mean, I guess I have shaky hands. No, it's not shaky hands. I'm an idiot for passing the coffee over my laptop. That's just something you should never ever do. So let's see here. Yeah, see, I'm so used to using the trackpad. Now I got to use the mouse, which sucks, but all good. So happy Thursday evening. Maybe I guess for some of you it could be Friday morning, so happy Friday. But we got some fun stuff happening today. The Goals, or Genesis League Goals open beta, should be launching a little bit later. We should have I don't know if I'm going to be live that long, but I definitely want to do some content. And actually what we could do if people are interested is I acquired some GLUSD. I got my franchise license. So I have like $2 that I want to spend. And I was trying to see who would be good, right? What should we try to go for here? I literally want to just build a very basic team and then start from there and see how I like the gameplay overall before going heavier into the mix. But so we got Genesis League Goals. We got Splinterlands stuff going on as well. I don't know when land is happening, but I do feel rather confident that it's going to be this month, which means it's less than 28 days away. Super exciting. Aside from that, let's see here. The Riftwatcher pack burn, I believe, is going to start soon. That just passed. We did also have the other proposal pass, which was the LP rewards. So the DAO should start getting a lot more SPS, or also the other alternative way to look at it is there's less SPS hitting the market for people to sell, because the DAO is going to be a strong hands holder. But let me go ahead and say hello to the folks in chat. We got People's Guild in the house, the #1 Splinterlands podcast out there. Tales from the Cryptmancer. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice already. Virus, what's going on, Virus? Should I talk about Jeez, what is going on? Should I talk about tonight, Virus? Or is it too early to start hyping it up? We need our SPL fixed this morning. Indeed. People's Guilds, not that they saw what we talked about, but did you see how fast that pre-proposal came for Riftwatcher pack discount? Wait, what? There's another pre-proposal? Say what? Say no more. Let's go check it out, shall we? I am still catching up on my stuff right now. Special promotional sale for Riftwatcher packs. Ooh, this is currently at 79%, but we're not even close to 32 million yet. I am so curious to know what people are saying about this, because I imagine the salt is going to be phenomenal. Delicious. Let's see. Burning Elk, what's going on? BC, Supreme Victory Network. No, yeah, I know, but hopefully if I restart my laptop, it'll work. Sometimes the mouse acts weird anyway. This thing is so old and it's so broken down, beaten and abused that I'm just riding it into the sunset. I wanted to draw the People's Guild last night. Okay, soak and dry and rubbing alcohol. Well, I wiped everything off immediately, but I don't know. I haven't checked. Let's see. Does the space bar work? Yep. Okay. B, N, V, C, X, okay, all these other buttons seem to work. So hopefully it was more around the trackpad, but I guess that's solvable. 11 hours ago, they must have been watching. Bonjour. What's going on, International Travel Channel? Yes, Land 1.5 hype. Wibble wee. I only use gold cards in GLX. They're cheap. Okay, hold on. We have relative different values for cheap. So let me see what gold looks like. The only thing is, it's still going to take like 100 BCX, right? Wasn't that the thought process? It's going to take 100 BCX. So like the cheapest guy you're going to get is like $49. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to have fun with this. I don't follow MLS as much, although I have been seeing Messi goals left and right ever since he joined Inter Miami. So part of me is just like, man, if the MLS really takes off, hey, it's good stuff for Genesis League. I keep trying to use the trackpad. That's so annoying. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna jump into gold foils. I like getting free stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I like getting free stuff, and then I like using that free stuff to pay for more stuff. So my whole game plan with gold cards, not with gold cards, but with GLX is to probably unstake some of my GLX whenever it decides that it wants to pump or has some value, and then use that to buy some cards. Because I have a feeling that's exactly what people are doing right now. That's why, that's what everybody's, people are selling GLX either to get an ROI on like node licenses, for example, or on packs or whatever it is that they got. But I wouldn't be surprised. And we see the same thing with Splinterlands, which is so, I don't want to say frustrating, but it's, I was thinking about this last night. I don't have enough, I haven't given enough thought to like make a video around it, but it's like, there's always going to be sell pressure on tokens like GLX and SPS simply because of the fact that they are the reward tokens. And at the end of the day, they don't provide nearly as much utility as the actual cards themselves. If you're here for the game, then you're always going to sell the rewards to buy more cards because the cards have direct utility to your entertainment, right? So this is, people are talking about like, oh, let's bring in the masses. Yeah, well, masses are going to come and sell their SPS. It's never going to move. But either way, sorry, I'm just being dramatic here. But my point is that you're always going to see sell pressure on that. So what is it going to take in order to overcome that sell pressure and create enough buy pressure that SPS only goes up, or GLX? Wobble woo, let's go. 100 SPS plus voucher equals $2.50. Ouch, no thanks. Ooh, okay, so hold on. I want to check this proposal. 100 SPS plus 1 voucher. This proposal is to be carried out separately from the current outstanding method of selling Riftwatcher pack for 5,000 DEC. And it in no way slows down the stops the daily burning. Okay. I don't like to vote down things if I feel like the intent is good, but we just passed a proposal to price it in DEC. So I don't see a need to like go back to SPS. I know we want SPS in the DAO, and it'd be great to like, give SPS this direct utility, but it's like a 2-week thing. I would rather, this is not, okay, in my opinion, this is not the way to do it. The way to do it is with a promo card. If the team isn't going to create a promo card for Q3, this is something that we can wait for, right? And this could be like the promo card, like similar to like a Ruse type situation where there's just a promo card attached to it for every pack you buy between now and say, or we'll just say for like the month of September or something, or maybe earlier than that. But you get what I'm saying. This is not, I don't like going back to pricing it in SPS. That's just too weird for me. So it's like we went through this whole process. Now we're just going to flip back and forth. Okay, hold on. The important thought experiment is as follows. Let me be as open-minded as possible. Original Riftwatcher presale buyers were able to pick up these packs with an SPS valuation at the time of about 8 cents. Okay. At that cost, at the time of the presale, original buyers were able to get their packs initially for roughly 62 SPS per pack. With this proposal of 100 plus 1 voucher token per pack, that is about a 62% premium amount. But the most important fact that needs to be understood in this proposal would involve the volume of SPS that could possibly be added to the DAO by players that are happy to spend their hard-earned liquid SPS. For hypothetical reasons, if this proposal passes and 1.9 million packs are sold, that's 190 million SPS locked in the DAO. I mean, I don't dislike that. That's kind of nice. But there's no way. There's just no way that people are gonna part with their SPS like that. I have a feeling that the amount of Riftwatcher packs burned is going to be significantly higher in proportion than the amount of Chaos Legion packs. I mean, we burned, what was it, 19%, 16% Chaos Legion? I have a feeling Riftwatcher is going to be significantly higher. Like, nobody's in the mood for Riftwatchers at the moment. Everybody's so focused on land, which is kind of why, in a way, like I'm even more in favor of it, because it's just like, man, make everything as scarce as possible. All right, hold on. Let's continue reading, shall we? At the moment of this proposal, there are 1.9 million Riftwatcher packs. Okay. I'd rather lock it up as DEC. Sell it for 5,000 DEC, but incentivize everybody to buy like 400 packs by putting out like a Vruz type situation. Or sorry, not Vruz, Archimus the Bear. Sorry, if I said Vruz earlier, I meant Archimus the Bear. Yeah, I don't know. That's my initial thought. I'm not against a special promotion. I just don't like it going back to SPS. As much as I want to see, 200 million SPS locked in the DAO. But I also don't agree with this argument that, SPS was at 8 cents then, so that's just a weird thing to look back on. I mean, it's great if you want to take a walk down memory lane, but I think we need to deal with the current economics reality. I mean, it'd be great for SPS, don't get me wrong, but so would selling it in DEC. Shoot, I mean, we know that it's going to take 10 billion DEC to sell out all the rest. Okay, as Bronco pointed out, let me see what the other comments are. So lead to massive reduction in card prices. Your proposal would allow Riftwatcher packs at $2.10. Yeah, I can agree with what Swarm Invest is saying. I only see pack dumping, result card prices drop. I want Riftwatcher packs gone, burned, and out of the store. Any packs that are sold, I want revenue burned. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are. I realize people can look at this as devaluation of Riftwatcher packs. Oh, what did Dave say? But you can also look at this as a revaluation of SPS. There simply isn't enough SPS available under 0.032 to fill the demand if this passed. So I vote for it. I would love to reduce the supply of SPS at such cheap prices. It's like a big buyback of SPS for the DAO. 100 SPS just seems so cheap. Like, adjust it up, make it 150. I'm not buying packs. I'm gonna make all you guys pay for it. Either adjust the SPS price up to like a 150 minimum, or just keep it as DEC and commission the team to work on another card, which, I don't know, that could get tricky. Lots to think about today, guys. Lots to think about. All right, so let me not get lost in my thoughts here. Riftwatcher pack burn passed. Yes, I believe it passed yesterday. Tom King is in the house. What is going on, Tom? Good to see you here. Dice 12 is here as well. What benefits do gold cards give again? We have a beta, but still missing core game details. Indeed, Tails. That's why I don't want to spend more than 25 cents a card. I want to spend $2. I scrounged together some extra or whatever to pay for the franchise license this morning. But it's like, But the coaches are expensive. I think the minimum coach is like $2, and I need to actually go through and be thoughtful because the coach is something that I do want to spend on. No discount for Rift Watchers. DEC is enough of a discount. I don't think this thing has a chance in hell of passing. I mean, I know Dave's behind it, and I got nothing but love and respect for Dave. But I don't like how cheap it's being sold for. I don't know that we should incentivize it by devaluing the cards. I think we should incentivize it by giving an additional bonus, such as a new card, rather than, just making it super cheap. That's not what I want. At the end of the day, I want the DAO to have as much as possible. Dice just want me some tower defense. The reveal that you'll need to choose to stake on a SPLT definitely got me more excited. That's another good one. There's not going to be enough SPS around for people to be playing at the highest levels of like both Splinterlands and tower defense. And imagine if they come on with a third game. Actually, no, don't imagine that, because whenever the hold on, Chatter just messaged something. Oh, I think that's about the open beta. But if they do announce another game, it's probably going to be a year plus away. Plus, I don't think they even have it. Like, what other game would they have? Well, actually, this is a great question. What other game would you like to see in the Splinterlands ecosystem? I mean, I already put my vote in. I would love for Virus to create Flappy Furious Chicken in a way that, burns DEC and makes Virus super rich. But that's my vote. What do other people want to see? Rift Watchers is so rare to begin with, and on pack burning, these cards it is a very powerful set, and I do not have nearly enough. What's up, Rift Summoner? Good to see you. How rare are the currently? Okay, 2,000 real players, 5 million cards. I mean, there's no doubt that Rift Watcher cards have held their value the most, or the best, I should say. We won't stay at 2K real players forever. Land will take some out of ranked play, and I don't think everyone has maxed out their Rift Watcher decks. Nope. I toy with the idea of like being like a bronze or silver level player in the future, just because like it's just too freaking expensive to just continue buying into all the major sets. And like at the end of the day, the value to me is in the gameplay, right? And if I'm having fun in bronze, if I'm having fun in silver, maybe even gold, right? Like the step from gold to max is literally 2x. It's crazy. Burn half of Rift, then people will pay attention. Buy my Coral Lurker. Let's see. Gather. I think we all agree we will gain a lot of new players in the future. Nope, I don't know that we all agree with that. There's definitely a lot of salt shakers here. Ooh, is that what we should call people? Salt shakers? As the years go by, more and more new players will want / need the older cards. Sorry, is my MTG brain gone? I don't know that I agree with like massive amounts of players coming in. I don't know that we see 2021 again. And this is not me being bearish. This is me being realistic, right? Like, I think if the game grows slowly and we go from 2,000 to 3,000 players over the next year, that's actually awesome. that would do so much for the community. Oh, interesting. Why is I don't have Discord open on this laptop? Maybe it got shut off when I spilled coffee everywhere. All right, hold on. I'm gonna see what the official announcement is. Actually, this would be a perfect reason for me to change my setup here if this computer dies. I mean, no, I'm sorry, computer. I don't want you to die. I value you. Oh, oops, wrong mouse. All right, so I hope you all are excited for the open beta release today. The team will be starting to work on the release at 12 p.m. Eastern, so 11 a.m. my time. We are unsure how long the deployment will take, so give it a few hours. Okay, so we definitely won't be doing any of that this stream. But you know what? I'm actually free tomorrow. So I think what I'm going to do, if people want to hang out with me on a random Friday, is maybe I'll stream tomorrow for anybody who wants to play. And it'll be a no Splinterlands stream. It'll just be GLG. Anybody who wants to come on, we can have fun. And that'll give me time to like go through and buy some more, put my team together. Jobby Saints, what's in the house? I will definitely be making a video on this. This is big. Cool. Just got here to say hello and good night. All right, well, hello and good night to you too. All right, so Gathering, I still say going forward when they release new set, don't put fixed amount of packs for sale, set a release date and an end date, and put a counter up for how many packs. Now, there has to be a limit. There has to be at least there always has to be a limit on the amount of packs, but I think they should also put a limit on the amount of time. That's the thing that needs to be added. Because I don't like somebody can come in and buy like a crap ton of packs, and yes, I mean in a way that like they might be devaluing it for themselves, but that could just get out of hand for the wrong reason. So 150 to 200 SPS per pack is where we were for a long stretch. No one wanted to part with that much SPS. Would this prop even spur movement from the shop? See, you're right. I agree with you, People's Guild. So there goes my idea of wanting to bump it up to 150. Well, here's the thing. It's like you either have to make it so dirt cheap that people can't say no, or you have to give an additional benefit. I prefer the additional benefit. Rising Star 2. There should be a clicker game for Splinterlands. Ricardo, Candy Crush. I'm good with either of those. Does anybody want to make a game? Come on, I would love to like work on a game. Let's do it. How about a promo? Surfs up in September for each Riftwatcher pack. You get a gold foil rare. That rare would have stats. Not great for game. Oh, interesting. You tie this in with land. I could like that. I could get behind that. I mean, there's something that they could do to tie in, like, you know, land benefits, not just game benefits. Because then you're going to get all these land whales coming in and be like, shoot, I need to buy all these Riftwatcher packs. You're a pepper shaker? All right, fair enough. Not even 200 people are holding 100 Riftwatcher packs. No one is hoarding them like Chaos packs. I think Riftwatcher packs are a fantastic long-term hold. Says Gathering the Magic. Well, here's the thing. You're comparing apples to oranges, Gathering the Magic. We have not started the burn, and we have not had a major promotional sale like we did for Chaos Legion. If you were to look at Chaos Legion packs being held in November of 2022, that would be apples to apples. You're making a game, Supreme Victory Network? Amazing. I can alpha test soon. Let's freaking go. I've been wanting to jump into some other games. Actually, I've been so obsessed with Splinterlands lately, but I do want to play some other stuff. Okay, so are we done with this? I think we read through all the comments. I mean, here's the thing. Like, Dave could swing me on this. Again, it's like, you know what the problem is? No, I'm not gonna. Don't play with my heart. It's not gonna happen. At least not for me. And you know, this is all due respect to Crypt Keeper. It's not personal or anything. I'm just, the way that I think about it, I'm like, there's no way we're gonna sell 1.9 million packs. At the most, in my opinion, we're probably gonna burn 1/3, which means we're only gonna have, we'll say, like another million packs sold, which is about 100 million SPS, which is about 10, a little less than 10%, 9% of what's currently in circulation, and about 25% of what's currently liquid. But I just think we can achieve so much more of that with DEC. You solved, here's the thing, you solved two problems with DEC, because you help get DEC back up to peg. It just takes something else. it's like I want to like this so bad. I want to like this so bad, but something's just not something is just not doing it for me. Regular foil promo packs come with some grain. That could be interesting. I mean, the thing is, it's an interesting. So what Virus proposes here is an interesting thought. Like, what if it's just not even a card in game? What if it's just a land worker? What if you could get a gold foil land worker from buying these packs, which I guess reduces some of the utility, but it's like, for people who want. But then see, once again, we're just inflating cards like crazy. Which I suppose my proposal of like doing another, Archimus the Bear thing would do as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even like my ideas on this, so I'll have to sit with it for a bit. Am I going to play Stella Fantasy? Yes. So Tails walked me through Stella Fantasy. I got to try it out. It's so polished. I just don't have time to play it like that. But I want to. I want to. So hopefully we'll start doing more streams on here. But what was so fun with the conspiracy theory stream last week? It was like, I kind of want to turn. I mean, I know this channel is like gaming related, but the conspiracy theory stream just made me realize that people have like a wide, diverse array of like interests, right? And so part of me is like, wow, what else could we do with the channel? Because I like talking to people who are kind of in the same, mental, intellectual, interests, or space that I am. And so I don't know. I've been having some thoughts about like what else can we do with the channel to make it fun, to make it interesting. And at the end of the day, sorry, this is selfish, but like for me, like what's the kind of shit that I want to talk about, right? Maybe I should just start talking about it more, because I'm starting to realize that I'm on the same wavelength as a lot of people here. It's kind of how I met, Darkest Night, and we vibed. I met Virus and a bunch of other folks through this, and then obviously at Splinterfest. So it's like, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the channel will evolve into something beyond just Splinterlands. Sorry, beyond just gaming. Freudian slip. Are you all prepared for Land 1.5? I do not have any totems. I have not looked at my monsters. I have not started booking any DEC because my hope is that they still get Rooney live. So no, I'm not prepared. And in fact, Virus, I think we're gonna. I'll let people know. We're most likely gonna stream later today or this evening to do a how prepared are you for land stream. So I believe Virus and Darkest Night should be jumping on, and they'll probably lead a little bit more than me just because they have way more plots. But my main thing is I have 3 plots, and like, let's be honest, the only one of which is like I want to get maxed out and up and running, which is the keep. So over time I can like work on the others, because I'm like in this weird space where I need to see what the returns on land are like versus the value that I get from spending the extra capital that I have buying cards and leveling up my my Chaos Legion deck, right? Because at the end of the day, yes, I'm still playing in Diamond Plus with a gold level deck majority, but I mean, this is why I should jump back down to gold. I wonder what that would be like for a couple of seasons. Because it's like, maybe once I get some maxed like soulbound cards, that'd be kind of nice, because then I can like rent out my deck. Oh, especially if we get new players coming in. Okay, so sorry, going back to your question. No, I'm not prepared yet, but I'm gonna try to get there soon. All right, so morning, Aaron Kennedy. It's been a minute, man. How are you? Getting a little hyped again? Hey, this is a good time to come back and get hyped. They could give totems or totem fragments or time crystals. Very good ideas, People's Guild and gathering the magic. Oh my gosh, People's Guild. Your chat on Stever and BB Omega stream was super fun. And I'm still only like a third of the way through that behemoth of an episode that you guys did with Fat Jimmy. I need to reach out to Fat Jimmy because he's just such an interesting guy. We had very brief conversations about like music stuff at Splinterfest, and I'm just having a blast, like learning so much more about his backstory or his origin story. So love the content. You want more conspiracy theory streams? I'm down. I'm down. Okay, so actually, here's a good way to do it, because I was talking with Darkest Night, and the last time it was fun, but we were like meandering all around, which is fine for like a first episode. But for the second episode of conspiracy theory streams, I think, or any ongoing ones that we do, I want to focus in on specific, like one specific or maybe two specific related topics, right? And then, you know, conversation can go wherever it goes. But you know, I'll probably do like a poll at some point and be like, what do people want us to talk about? And I won't necessarily agree to everything, but you know, there's some stuff that I don't want to necessarily touch, just because whatever the case is. But there's a lot that we could dig into and have fun with. So I think that's what we're gonna do if we do another one. Sorry, let me be more confident that when we do another one. Good day, Most Dirty. What's happening? Have we chatted before? Your username seems new, so welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Have you discussed the Battle Hopper topic at all? I'm interested to understand why Yabamat voted against it. Oh, I didn't even know that he voted against it. Let's see. Speaking of conspiracy theories, why don't we come up with our own here? Why would Matt vote against Battle Helper? Is it because his name is secretly Siler? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Let's see. Who voted against this? 26. I'm happy to see that prohibit use of bots in tourneys and brawls. But, you know, I was talking to Biz about this, and it's just like, it's not, you know, in tourneys and brawls, bots aren't the biggest issue. It's probably more so Battle Helpers. The Burninator. So Bubkey's against it. Matt's against it. Wolf. Yeah. See, when it comes to this, like, you know, it's not, I don't want people to think it's like vote shaming, but I am curious to know. I would love to ask Matt why he thinks so, mainly because I respect his opinion, right, on this. I'm curious to know why he would choose to vote against it. My guess is there's no feasible way to identify, block, or enforce a Battle Helper ban. Matt is a practical person. Yeah, that could be one. What's up, DJ? Good to see you. Aaron says, been bombing in Wild, can't go above Gold 2. Was in Diamond 1 for a long time with Xbot and Modern. Been thinking of combining more. Still have 600 CL packs unopened. Yeah, I mean, Wild is rough. Modern's where it's at. If you can stomach the battles and the losses. It's been rough for me, man. I started the season in Diamond 2, but then dropped all the way to Diamond 3. I was just up against like Jotuns a bunch, which are beatable now, but not always. All I need is 100 more DEC for land, then I'm all set. Totem's all bought. I should go grab a totem now. We've had a couple marathons. They're good, man. Fat Jimmy's awesome. Oh, there's a very big difference, Alex, between 100 and 100,000. We never landed on the moon. Yeah, we touched upon that. Fat Jimmy on People's Podcast episode was so good. UFOs, they exist. I voted no as well, even though I wish Battle Helper was gone. Since the team has no way to detect or block, they won't be able to enforce it. If it comes down to a witch hunt, we have a bad history with that. I don't disagree. Xbot might play ball and stop it, but I don't think any of the other ones would. Yeah, I mean, Siler, look, this is, I would imagine this is a cash cow for Siler, so he doesn't want, you know, the game devolving into whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I agree with Dave, who put this proposal forward, where it's just like, if you throw it in terms of service, then people just know that it's wrong. But, you know, people are always going to break the rules. Agreed. I'm not trying to vote shame either. Just interested to hear reasoning behind it since he's a developer. I mean, I think it's a good question when he comes on to the town hall next. I mean, what's crazy is that even with him voting against it, it's still passing by like 6%. Granted, there's 4 days left, and you've had other high-profile people, you know, talk about it. Like Biz put together like a, what's that called? Biz put together an essay in one of like on the proposal itself. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you even see Yixon voting against it. You know, and here's the thing, right? Like, it's more so I just want to understand, because I'm not nearly smart enough to know all the implications of this. So it's just like, for anybody that votes against or even for something, right? Like, or sorry, let me not phrase it that way. For people who vote differently than I do, I'm just always curious to know where they're coming from. I can still fundamentally disagree with it, but I think it's important for me to understand. You watch your streams a bunch. I've spoken once before. All right, yeah, you looked familiar, but we haven't chatted in a while, so I hope you're doing well. I found in Gold Modern is my sweet spot. Diamond really steps up the difficulty. Yeah, Diamond just takes it to another level. Especially if you don't have a Dr. Blight. I don't feel like I've run into a whole lot of battle helpers in ranks since the shift. Brawls and tourneys are a different story, unfortunately. I don't know, man. I wonder if people are using, I don't know, maybe this is just me complaining because I don't use battle helper, but like, I wonder if people are using that a lot more now, just because the rewards are so high, therefore it makes it worthwhile. So, or I could just be a bad player too. So I'm cool with either one, but I have a conspiracy theory. Team is holding back land so it coincides with the next bull run, so the asset prices pump. I mean, it's not really conspiracy theory. So far, it's proven to be right. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like land is land just seems to be this like behemoth of a project that they're finally putting together, and I think everyone on the team is going to breathe a collective sigh of relief and try to focus on other things afterwards, which, you know, I put out a land 2.0 timeline, and maybe I'm being bearish here, you know, Papa Bear, but I would say that there's probably a good chance that we don't get land 2.0 in Q1. I mean, granted, Q1 goes all the way until March, but part of me just feels like the community will hopefully be satisfied with land 1.5. And we've been asking for so many other things. And there's new sets, promo sets, Rebellion, like all these other things that the team should be working on and, you know, wants to work on, that I just feel like land is going to go back onto the back burner for a little while. Now, it's not going to be something where, you know, we're not going to see land 2.0 for years, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed to like Q2, right? So give them an extra 3 months or so. Just because that's been the trend, but hopefully it's because they're delivering a bunch of other awesome stuff, whether that's in Splinterlands, whether that's GLG, whether that's the new, you know, Arcade Colony proposal that they want to throw in, not proposal, but project. Cheers, glad you enjoy. Blockchain projects. I'm going to be patient with land. Once everyone gets bored waiting for 2.0, I would buy cheap grain. There you go. I got my Dr. Blights at $29. Dr. Blight was going for $29. I wonder how many Dr. Blights are really out there for sale. And I don't mean like actually listed, but people willing to sell if the price goes back up. Because let's get rid of this. I'm sorry. Oh, whoops. I was on Summoners. I was like, are there none? Like, check this out. There's only 13 available on the market. One of those is gold level. One of those is diamond level. So there's literally one BCX. Oh, sorry. There's 11 BCX, meaning there's one copy. If you wanted to, if this went, right, and you wanted to get a max copy, well, I guess there's 1.5 because you could get the gold one. And then even still, look at how the price scales up after $44. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's probably super cheap to rent one, right? $126 DEC per day. What is that? Is that like 8 cents? Hold on. My curiosity is getting the better of me. Oh, 10 cents. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I should just start renting out my cards, playing at the lower levels. In fact, I'm curious. Like, I'm not even kidding about that. Like, part of me is just like, I'm playing at the higher levels to maximize my Soulbound reward cards. But if I start to get, close to solving that problem, part of me is like, maybe. But see, the only thing I have of value is probably the those cards. I don't know. Maybe we go back down to gold. I have all the summoners I need for gold. I could not sell, but rent out my my Lux. A part of the reason is so that I can earn extra capital to go in and start buying a bunch of the other cards that I need. All right, so Mo says, I 100% agree. I don't know or understand everything. Definitely would like to hear others' reasonings. Yeah, and I mean, especially if you're like a big holder in the game, I just want to know. Part of it is like, okay, you're obviously staked super high because you have a lot. Like, people with higher stakes, and again, this is not to stake shame or like whatever, but it's like, if you have just a crap ton of SPS, you're obviously very highly incentivized to see the game do well, specifically the SPS token. So I want to like understand where you're coming from, because you're seeing something that's fundamentally different from me. But at the end of the day, I think we're both on the same, we want the same thing. So question, if we allow Battle Helpers in terms of service, then at the next Splinter Fest, do we allow people to use Battle Helper at the in-person tournament? Seems ridiculous. No, we're not allowed. Wait, hold on, DJ. I think it's removing it from terms of service. Right now, there's just nothing, so it's omitted. But I think the goal with this proposal is to specifically or explicitly state it in terms of service that people are not allowed to use it. Because it wasn't really like allowed at the last one, just because people would have looked at that as cheating. But I don't know. Were there people walking around with spreadsheets? There might have been. We can now steal shards and go. What? Can you really? I don't see anything about this. Hold on. There was no announcement that we could steal shards. The last announcement was on... Wait. Go announcements. Last announcement was on July, the bot purge. All right. Yo, BB Omega, what's happening? We were just talking about your interview with the People's Guild. Good stuff, man. Land 2.0 in the summer of 2024. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I don't think we can steal shards, guys. I don't know what Luke was talking about there. It feels like the most logical, obvious interpretation. Hard no from me. We would allow someone to walk in with spreadsheets, notes on battles. Yeah, I think it's important to... Again, like, I know the enforcement side of it is probably the biggest argument. But it's just like, you got to put it in as a basic rule. If people want to circumvent the rule and go around it, then that's up to them. So he says, all right, yeah, a few months ago, nice. Right now, the money will be buying Summoner Lore or buy Kron at 40. Oh, 17. Man, you got a lot of good ones. Eric, a little steak shame. Where's the New York strip at? Well, I could use some steak. I could go for some steak right now. Damn, guys, don't do that. You're gonna make me hungry. I'm gonna end the stream early because I got a nice chuck roast sitting and waiting for me. Oh, you meant if the prop fails. Got it. Okay. I use my Xbox in Wild now. Soon land will take wild cards away and will make more SPS than modern. Maybe. It just depends on how much land is gonna do it. The shards thing is true. I lost some earlier. What? What's up, Skyer? Good to see you guys. Hold on. Hold on. How could he not announce this? That seems like a fundamental shift in the game. And there's nothing on it? Okay, nobody's attacked me. Somebody want to try attacking me? Actually, let's open it up here. Let me refresh, maybe. The last attack that I had was not too long ago. Oh, damn, 17 part. Oh, shoot. Virus is confirming it. All right. Well, there's that. Sorry for not believing you guys earlier. DJ, that's why it should be illegal to use Battle Helper in our TOS, even if we can't enforce it yet. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Why'd you attack me, dude? Beat Jankles. Come on, man. I'm just sitting here trying to get my level up. But yes, there you go. Confirmed. Actually, thank you for this. Now I have it there as a to always remember you by. So what's the deal? Is it just this is how much shard I'm getting every time I claim now? Is it turning into part? I thought it was always a chance of how much you get. Okay. Okay. I just had some delicious beef and broccoli from PF Chang's. Let's go. Dude, stop it. Stop it. You're going to make me end the stream early. It's there in the change log this morning. All right. Well, that is crazy. Just attack. Thank you for that people's guild. I just took some shard. Yeah, dude. So I have like literally it's reckless abandon. I have done nothing except focus on my prestige. I'm kind of maxed out with the amount of golem charging stations or scavenger goals that I have with golem charging station. I am just taking every extra bit and throwing it into reputation. So I don't know where we stop. Does anybody know if there's a max level or max prestige? I haven't checked the white paper. Also, I won't lie. I had like 200 shard. I sold them all this morning. As part of I was putting that towards the, what's that called? My Genesis League goals deck. Just having one game pay for the other. Which is funny because a while ago, oh no, I didn't do that. I thought about selling some GLX for what's that called? For this, but I didn't want to. It's like I want to level up just because part is so cheap. But part of the pun intended, part of the goal of like what I'm trying to show with my coverage of the game is how far you can go with not buying anything. Okay. Just upgraded Faith 3 times. Let's go. Yeah, Faith is something that I was kind of underplaying too. Tails, not sure I like that. Had been saving shard for upcoming NFTs. Just going to have to move the tokens to a non-Go Hive account. So no, dude, I don't think they can take, like, I have zero shard. He didn't take it from there. He took it from whatever I have down here. because I literally have 0. So tails, I just to make sure we're on the same page here. It's not pulling in from your account whatever's on Hive Engine, because I literally had 0, and he stole 0.01 of 0. So it had to be from down here, whatever this 0.78 over 4.25 is. Nobody taking my shard, just sold all mine. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess if you want to do that, keep your shard in Hive, then people can't steal it. I don't think that's how it works, because that's not how it works with part. They can't steal from what you hold on Hive Engine, what you've already claimed. They can only steal from unclaimed. It would be so dumb if that was a major oversight for shard. If I had to guess, it's taken from the amount you will be claiming next. Yeah, I agree with that. But again, we could use a post. Come on, Yixin. You were like firing him out nonstop. He'll give us like 3 posts in a day. And everyone's like, wait, what's going on? We can steal shards now? And radio silence. Looks like there's a few folks on the Go leaderboard with 14 to 15 prestige. Interesting. Okay. How do you even see that? So what does your prestige look like? Is it the little star? Oh, he's at level 49. Holy moly. Okay. Interesting. All right, it's still 20%. Sell it for Hive anyways. Tails, I saw your last video. Not sure I like the idea of making soulbound cards only available for human players. Any other ideas how to increase value? I have to catch that one. You're at Prestige 3. Well, congratulations. I'm beating you. Wait, hold on. What level was he at? He's only at level 49. Even with a prestige of 15. Oh, maybe he just got to prestige 15 and had to like sacrifice a bunch. All right, so there's still plenty of ways to go. At some point, I'm going to have to slow down on the prestige bit and go back to actually building up my scavenger golems and that. So maybe once we get closer to, I don't know, like level 30 or something. You dislike the separate SPS pools for Soul Keep? Yeah, I get that. But I like it. The max level is 50. At 50, you must prestige to advance. Got it. It's enough for the evening. All right, man. Always good to chat with you. Hopefully we'll do it again soon. New episode with Crypto Eater dropping tomorrow morning. Let's go. All right, can't wait. I need to finish the Fat Jimmy one first. Slow down, please, so I can keep up. Can you even attack someone on Go? Yes, you can. I'm getting 15 to 20 SPS per day from bronze. It's mad. I mean, hey, take it right now, because at some point, people are going to wake up to that, realize it, come in and start playing more in bronze. It's a good time to be playing. Let's hope it gets even better. Here's the thing. Right now, you're making 15 to 20 SPS. SPS is at 2 cents. You know, I don't know what land is going to do, but I can imagine it being something that, you know, pushes SPS up another 2, maybe 3x. Who knows? and all of a sudden it's just like the amount that you're winning goes up exponentially. No, linearly, but you get what I'm saying. All right, hold up. I want to see the price of Part and Shard. Whoa, Part is up as well. What's going on here? Did everybody sell their Shard thinking that it was going to get stolen and sell it for Part? I could see that happening. Oh man, how nice would it be to lock up another 200 million SPS though? The problem is like 200 million SPS is like less than 10% in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, it'd be good for like a one-time sale. I just want to see how much we're going to burn for land. But that's where it gets interesting. I mean, let's say this proposal passes and all of a sudden people are eating up SPS for Riftwatcher packs and trying to burn for land. Could make for an interesting September. My hope is that they are able to get land out. And again, this is just my guess, but if they can get it out by the 22nd, that'd be great, because then we'll have like a full week and a half to like party it up and have a little euphoria mode before we get into September, where we all know that Bitcoin's gonna dump, because it dumps every year in September. So I'm like racing the clock here. You're saying no. Can you attack someone and go your account? Since your power is so low. Yeah, I mean, I can attack people around my power. Why can't I click on the comments anymore? All right, looks like the stream is still live, but my computer's frozen. I actually can't do anything with it. So you can see me, but all of a sudden I'm not able to do anything with my computer right now. I can't even click. Hold up. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Did we catch up? That was weird. There you go. All right. That was really strange. I think the issue currently is there's not necessarily an incentive to play up at higher leagues with the absence of bots. The reward pools reward too much to lower levels like bronze. See, so here's where I disagree with Tails on this. Like, the only reason that it's more profitable to play in bronze is because nobody was doing it. Nobody was doing it except for bots. So the minute you remove bots, then the distribution scale, like, there should be way more players in bronze than in silver, than in gold, than in diamond, than in champion, right? It should be a sliding scale where only the few like elite are playing in champion, and a little bit more are playing in diamond, a little more are playing in gold. But the problem is nobody was playing in bronze because they didn't want to go into the mosh pit with the bots. So therefore, a lot of the newer players, or a lot of the players that wanted to stay at lower levels, they either rented up or they left. So now here we go with, it's incentivized to play at the lower levels right now, which is the perfect time to be bringing in newer players. I don't think it's not like, because I actually disagree with this, Tails, like, where it's not the best vision of the game. That's not the vision of the game. It's just the problem is right now there's nobody playing at the lower levels. So we need to go in and actually eat that up, whether it's alt accounts that we're using or we actually bring in newer players. This is the time in which it's actually beneficial to do a little marketing, in my opinion. But I think the marketing is going to be done for itself if land can coincide and pump the price of SPS, right? Like even just doing like a 2x from here, getting SPS up to 5 cents could bring a lot of attention into the game. The launch of tower defense could bring a lot of people into the Splinterlands ecosystem. So to me, this is a short-term good problem. And it's a short-term very good problem because when new people come into the game, they're gonna love it, right? Why did all of us stick around back in 2021 when there was, when it was paying out just stupid amounts? We were printing so much DEC. Well, it's because it was paying well in bronze. I was not playing in diamond. I was not even playing in gold or silver back then, right? I was just playing in bronze, and bronze paid well. And then slowly over time, I saw the value of the game. I started investing a little bit more, started buying more cards. And I mean, here we are almost 2 years later, but it has to be good in bronze. It has to be good enough in bronze. Right now it's too good. But again, I list that as a very good problem for the game to have. And I list that as something that is easily explainable. It's not by design. It's not what the vision of the game is. It's something that happened because we closed a major exploit. And because of that, now there's an arbitrage opportunity where we could wait for new players to come in, or like myself and many others, you could just set up an account, start playing in bronze and earn a bunch, right? It's not going to last forever, in my opinion. You got another Usut today. Congratulations. My comments regarding SBRCs was to add value back to higher league players via saleable card assets. Hold on, what are we talking about here? I can't read Tails' comments without hearing his voice. I know, dude. He's got like the most iconic voice. You challenged me? Sure, why not? Yesterday on my SPL TV stream, I played your parody of Sound of Silence and was surprised how many people had heard it for the first time. Oh, well, thanks for playing it. When Autotuna next single? Working on it. More stuff with Autotuna coming soon. I know it's been a weird summer, but thanks for playing it. I never thought I'd hear no reason to play in higher leagues. Too much reward in bronze. Yeah, I mean, people are gonna ROI this. Oh wait, first of all, Dwayne, it's good to see you here. But people are gonna ROI farm as much as they can, which is fine. That's exactly what we want to a certain extent. It's an arbitrage opportunity right now, which again, it's weird to see people complaining about it because it's like you're here when nobody else is. Don't take advantage of it. It won't last forever. Let's see. What are we playing in? Is this silver? Gold? Oh, this is diamond. Okay. I don't know why I immediately went to that. I should immediately go to this one and then figure it out. Yeah, I guess we'll go with you. I don't know. What else do we throw into here? There's a lot of mana to work with. I kind of want to throw in like you, but man, I'm really going super low on the mana here. And I feel like I have to throw in you. And it's like, what other options do we have? I mean, we could have some fun with those. You know what? Screw it. It's not maxed, but I don't even know. Whatever. Let's just roll with that. And let me catch up on the chat. Roger that, Tails. If we could unlock max cards to trade, that would be ideal. Dwayne, it's so good to see you here, man. Sorry, I know you copied me on that Twitter thread, and I've been meaning to respond. I will. The vision of the game is to combine cards on a single account, play higher, win new players. Have you seen YouTube metrics? Actually, I have. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm only bringing this up because you're talking about YouTube metrics, but I have seen a massive increase, and when I say massive, like it's just relative, right? In subscribers over the past month of July than in June, right? Like June was super slow, May and June, but all of a sudden now I'm getting subs again. And again, like I don't track this stuff regularly, but it's just interesting to see from a perspective of new players coming in. So see, Dwayne says that too. YouTube views and subs are taking up for him as well. So again, this is, for me, it's more so. Hold on, let me go back to audience, and there was something that I was just tracking last night because. I don't know. There was something I was looking at. It was on the app, so I don't know where it is here. But I was shocked at the amount of like new unique visitors were on the channel. Because it's funny. I was literally just having this conversation with someone last night, or just via text, but like, are new people actually coming in? And I do believe that they are. It's just a matter of it's not happening at a bear market quantity or scale. But it's nice to see. I'm gonna get murdered. Jeez. Oh my God, he can't hit shit. Of course you stick the poison. Oh, miss. Even though no, yeah, miss. Dude, fuck this. I don't want. Congratulations, you picked a better team. All right, no more challenges because I don't like getting my ass kicked publicly. But GG's, Alex. That was a well placed team. All right, so on the video recover, we'll be buying 10 million SPS. Due for Blew My Mind. Love to talk about that topic. Hold on, I'm trying to think. What was that about again? I know what we're referencing, but all right, hold on. Let me come back to that. Sounds like a nice video for sound about this great time to check out Splinter. Okay, so what's funny is so Darkest Night actually gave me this idea as well, because it's just like, and for all the other content creators out there, this is not just like something for me. I think that you should do this as well, and I haven't done it yet, so I'm just being lazy. But I do think that this is a perfect time to kind of recap all of the changes that have happened in Splinterlands and use this as a way that it's a video not for your subscribers, but for your subscribers to pass on to people as to why it's a good time to join the game. To join the game, I meant. So, you know, at the end of the day, there's obviously a lot of crossover, but there's also a lot of people who just have like different flavors, right? People who like Tails' videos and Dwayne's videos and my videos. So I think that it could add a lot of value to just be like, hey, you know, here's like all the recent changes. We're seeing a nice pump in price for SPS. First time it's gone up since the start of the bear market. We're seeing, you know, player sentiment improve because the team has effectively found a way to deal with bots, not just from a human-only league, but also effectively from an economic standpoint. Right, like these are all the issues that I would touch upon, and then just have it be a video that, sure, is nice for like your current subscribers, but to actually have it be something that they could pass along to folks that they know who are maybe interested in the game, maybe left the game, or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good idea. Shout out to Darkest Night. He's the one who's just like, you should do something similar to that. All right, after sound. Okay, hold on. What were we talking about the 10 million SPS for again? Oh, we were looking at the overall liquidity, right? So there wouldn't be that much liquidity if people wanted to just go in and buy up. SPS for. I think the takeaway was that like we'd only need 1,000 silver players, right? So if you get 1,000 people coming to play in silver, then all of a sudden that eats up a ton of liquidity, starts to move the price significantly. And I know a lot of the comments came in, they're just like, dude, you're forgetting about the arbitrage. My point wasn't to look at the actual numbers. My point was the fact that like 1,000 new players coming to play at silver, which is just 10,000 SPS. And I know it's not, 10,000 SPS is still a significant amount of money, but there's a ton of dumb money out there. A ton of dumb money out there in crypto that's looking for places to invest, right? I mean, how many people have like, what's that called? Have like jumped into all these different projects that I've seen, pump and dump, essentially, like DeFi Kingdoms, STEPN, all these other things. Like, it's just like, if you can get just a fraction of that community to come in and understand, like $200, again, I'm not assuming anybody's situation, but $200 to throw in from an investment standpoint, right? Like, people got money. And so if you can get 1,000 people, if 1,000 people can move the price by 100%, my point isn't that like, yeah, there's gonna be arbitrage, whatever. I'm just saying, like, we don't need 50,000 players to jump into the game in order for things to feel super scarce and for things to go to the moon. It's probably just a couple thousand people. So to me, that gets me excited, right? Seeing the real number of players and the fact that the game has survived through this by, retaining, and hopefully in my opinion, my hope is that we've gotten through the toughest part of the bear market. Granted, I reserve the right to be absolutely wrong about predicting the future, and that's not what I'm doing, but so much of the sentiment has shifted, and the Bitcoin halving is around the corner. I would say that all of these things lining up, barring any major economic cataclysm, to me spells out a world in which maybe we go choppy, right, for the next couple of years. But even still, crypto adoption is happening. Bitcoin adoption is happening at the institutional level. Like, once people can buy Bitcoin, at least here in the US, once people can buy Bitcoin in their 401ks, they might go in and be like, yeah, what else is going on with crypto? And let's see what else is out there, right? So, I don't know. To me, like, there's a lot of value in that. And this is what my point was earlier, where it's just like, even if over the next year we only pick up 500 new players, if those 500 players are playing at like a lower league like silver, that's still significant. But how many of us started to jump leagues once we understood the value? And I'm not talking about just 500 like, fly by night people looking for ROI. I'm talking about people who actually like want to play a good game, hear about the game, and then get addicted the same way that we have become, right? And I know a lot of people are probably still here just because they're hoping that, there's going to be some kind of payoff at the end. And I don't blame you for that. But I also know that there's a lot of people who really enjoy the game for what it is and see the potential of it in the long term. And that's kind of the war that we're having now with all of the battle helpers and bots and all this, is because people are recognize that the game has so much to offer from a human versus human competitional level, right? Or competition aspect. And if we can just create ways in which people feel like it's fair and they can do that, that's the battle that we're in now. And I would say that we're slowly chipping away at the armor. The human only league was a big first step. And I don't know what's going to happen with Battle Helper and all that, but as the game continues to progress forward, as hopefully the market continues to improve, or at least not get way worse, I do think that there's going to be opportunities in which people can come together, local meetups, things like that. I mean, we're trying to set something up in Atlanta later this year, so it's like there's going to be opportunities where you'll be able to do this, show it off, and bring people into an ecosystem. And I have not even mentioned land and tower defense and Genesis League and Arcade Colony, right? Like this is going to be hopefully something for everybody. All right, reward pools for leagues need to be proportional for the BCX. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at that. Icy Flow. New players will not flood here for 1 SPS per battle. They will come for the chance to win $50 gold foils that they can sell. Maybe. But again, who are we trying to get? Are we trying to get ROI guys, or are we trying to get real players? And again, it's a trick question, because I think both have value, right? Like, I'm not against pump and dump. I mean, I know it sucks, but I'm not against pump and dump because I came here on a pump and dump, right? And I stuck around. So I think it's definitely possible to keep a lot of the players, and I think the game's in a much better state to do that. So Dwayne seeing the subs tick up as well. Speed kills. Are you behind because I saw the battle is done? No, my CPU is just being weird. I spilled coffee on it at the beginning of the stream. Don't be mean. What are you talking about? I told you beat me fair and square. Average of 500 viewers is good. It may be ticking up, but it's certainly not ideal. Well, Tails, what's ideal? What are you looking for? I don't. So here's the thing. I don't think. Oh shoot, Darkest Knight's calling me. Let me just message him. I'll call him back. I don't think that if you only cover Splinterlands content, which you're not doing, and I'm actually really happy that you're doing the Stella Fantasy stuff, because I think that could have a much broader audience. But if you're only covering Splinterlands content, you're never going to have like a major like following, right? This game is always going to be very niche, in my opinion. Dwayne, you show me how much speed matters. All right, you say how many new players would pump SPS. Oh, okay, yeah, thank you, Dwayne. I've seen a massive increase in activity on my Twitter account. Nice. Okay. I think it's happening. I think it's happening slowly and steadily. And this is not a bull market. So in my opinion, any kind of growth that's happening is very, very positive, because you're getting a lot of people who want to be here and stick around and see what happens. And this is like I don't want to overuse the word, but it's like a Goldilocks period time, right? Because asset values are still low, but sentiment is very high because there's a lot around the corner. 500 views is good. Roughly half of modern players watch. That's true. Alex, I remember when speed took over the meta before that Magic literally made speed irrelevant. Yeah. Well, when was Phase? Actually, Dwayne, you're an OG. When was Phase introduced? Because that probably was a major game changer. Just hit 100K staked SPS. Let's go. So you make a sound argument for how easy it could be to double the price. Oh, okay. Yes. I don't know, man. Like, again, I'm sure people think that I'm drinking out of the Kool-Aid, but at this point, I'm not saying it because I think we're going to go to the moon tomorrow. I don't think that land 1.5 is going to be the end all be all. I don't think that tower defense is going to be the end all be all. What gets me the most excited, excuse me, what gets me the most excited about where we're at is I do believe that we've survived the worst of the bear market. And I do believe that whether it's after the Bitcoin halving or after a couple of years or whatever cycles, we will see raging bull market again at some point. Right. We will see dumb money come in, and that could make things really fun. And when that happens, there's going to be a lot of avenues in which hopefully people have had the opportunity to acquire assets, right? Not just in Splinterlands, but in Genesis League. And if they offer, Arcade Colony and something in the future. Reread your statement out loud. I see. And this is where we are in 2023. I'm very happy with the recent changes. Is an echo chamber. Oh yeah, for sure. There's too many people drinking the Kool-Aid. But that's why we love you, Tails. You keep it real with us. I played in silver when the game got crazy cheap. I got cards. Nice. I still stand by Rooney is the best investment in the whole thing. It'll be like a Bored Ape. Dude, I hope so. I have a couple. Whoa, what was the Star Atlas recent announcement? Are they going under? Hold on, now I need to look. I mean, they got screwed from FPX from my understanding. I was surprised that they have massive layoffs. See, we did that before everybody else did. I might try to stream Web3 games starting next week. Let's go. Oh, let me know how Illuvium goes. Or actually, don't let me know. I will watch your streams. Almo Cambio, first phase monster. Oh, that's cool. Gonna receive a new PC. Want to start? Let's go. You don't think you don't have to drink the Kool-Aid to imagine that a game like SPL could have a raging bull market in the future. When if that happens, prices will be bigger than people can imagine. Yeah, again, like I know I talk about this all the time. Dwayne, I agree with you. Like, at some point, SPS is going to go from 2 cents to 10 cents, right? And again, I'm not trying to give a timeline. This is not financial advice, but at some point it's going to go from 2 cents to 10 cents. And hopefully when that happens, you're going to get a lot of dumb money that looks at that and says this thing is still 90% below from its all-time high. And they're going to ape in at 10 cents. And it's just going to continue to feed itself because maybe the rewards are paying well, maybe whatever is going on. When that happens, I don't know, but I'm quite confident that as long as Splinterlands can survive, and I think they've done a good job surviving the bear market so far, but when that happens, the biggest threat is always going to be what's new and shiny. I talk about that all the time. What's new and shiny out there, and are they doing it better than Splinterlands? And the truth is, let's be real, a lot of games are doing it better than Splinterlands. But at the same time, what Splinterlands has that many others don't is a solid track record. To look at a game and say, oh, this thing's been around for 5 years versus, how many people still feel screwed over? How many people will feel screwed over by like Illuvium or Star Atlas or, all these other games that, kind of pumped and dumped and then whatever the case is. You may get a lot of people who did not have a good experience just jumping into games that were unproven without any products available, right? Just stuff for sale, but not an actual game that they could play. That look around and say, all right, what are the projects that survived? Because I'm willing to go check that out. The other big hurdle for me is Hive blockchain. Like, as much as I love Hive blockchain, it's just so irrelevant to everything else. Do you think we have enough runway to survive until the next bull or until the bulk affects Splinterlands? Yes. Aggie said as long as we don't go down to like 10K Bitcoin, we're good until the end of 2024. I would say with the having currently scheduled in April of next year, April of 2024, I think we could see a lot of momentum, maybe even before that, but definitely afterwards. And that's also keeping in mind the fact that the team will probably do, after land, right, over the next 18 months, they'll probably do some more promo sales, promo cards to raise funds. I think we're going to have a promo set or Rebellion or both in the next 18 months. If we see an increase in player base or just increase in market activity, the team gets a portion of that. And if we see the values of crypto go up, namely Bitcoin and ETH, and then of course SPS, that's something that the team can fall back on too. So they have every incentive to make it succeed over the next 12 to 18 months. And I think that there's a lot of opportunities. TJ, Phase 1 is untamed. Well, it was already there when I joined, so probably. You foamed into 2 Rooney this week listening to Stever's stream. Nice. Certainly that's why we're here, Dwayne. So Tails, yeah, I mean, Tails, I'm disagreeing with you just on fundamental things, but I really respect your opinion where you come from. I'm trying to recognize when I'm getting too bullish. All right, so that's all it is. Jamie, I felt the same way after hearing Stever. Rooney's Matt's baby. He's gonna do it. Yep. Are they doing another Splinterfest, like smaller one? I don't think so. I haven't heard anything planned. Fun fact, Axie, the so-called longest running Web3 game, Axie started March 2018. Splinterlands started May 2018. Yeah, and I think that's why Axie has a lot of staying power. Also, Axie's on ETH. I wonder, man, this game would look, I think, so different if it was run on ETH. And I know we'd have gas fees and stuff like that, but I've been following a lot of the, Optimism, Arbitrum, even like Immutable X to a certain extent, right? Like a lot of these other side chains. Axie did it, right? They got the Ronin chain, which is what they're running on now. All right. What else are we chatting about, guys? We're about an hour and a half now. And I'm probably going to close this out soon. Oh, also, I I would say that I'm starting to see rental prices for a lot of the older cards go up, especially for all those who are trying to farm bronze right now. I love renting my Lamacron, and that's gotten more expensive. How much DEC do we have in the DAO right now? $63 million. So we haven't quite crossed. We haven't quite crossed the 46 or 4.6 billion mark yet. Oh man, I'm excited for August, and not just from a Splinterland standpoint, but just crypto. Oh my god, what happened to GLX? This thing pumped. Uh-oh, hold up. Oh, interesting. Hold on, guys. I need to... Sorry. Okay, I'm getting distracted here. I want to share something with you guys, but I also don't want to get in trouble. Hopefully they won't get me in trouble. But I actually had something to do for the Splinterlands team recently. And it has to do with getting you all hyped for land. So, you know, hopefully that means it's right around the corner here. You managed to sell one of your Rooney very low recently. Still made some money. Oh, that's good. I hope you don't regret the decision. Rental prices are definitely up. Just rented some Untamed cards for Brawls, and my credit balance is much lighter. There you go. See? Right there, neck and neck. Oh, okay. I get where you're coming from. Yeah, again, you know, from a point of like respected projects out there that have like a dedicated player base and that kind of track record, I think that definitely bodes well for Splinterlands. All right, surviving this bear for this long. Let us drink a little Kool-Aid, Tails. No, Tails needs to be the voice of reason. If Papa Bear's not going to do it, we got to listen to Tails. Great chat. Appreciate all the comments. Man, it's always good to chat with you, Dwayne. We need to do it again sometime. Just keeping it real here, DJ. Someone has to be Papa Bear after someone won't. Oh man, you know, you okay? You want Papa Bear? Let's end this video with some Papa Bear thoughts. I would say that we copied the Terra Luna system, right? So here's all I'm gonna say on this. We copied the Terra Luna system. There is still very much an opportunity for there to be a death spiral for both SPS and DEC. Now, it's not going to be the same because we're protected in certain ways. And at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to how much do people value the products that are given out in-game. But I can certainly see a situation where we have almost too much FOMO and euphoria that leads to a massive overprinting of DEC. At which point we could see SPS cool off, and of course we could see we could see SPS cool off, and we could see DEC then lose its peg and us being in a situation similar to where we were for all of 2022 and even now, where there's just a massive oversupply of DEC. Now, again, in order to get to that situation, it means we have to have a raging bull first. But I just want to throw it out there because it's been something that I've been thinking about of like, yeah, okay. There is a probability, a non-zero chance that could happen. Of course, it happens after times get good. We all eat well, but who's going to have the conviction to sell, right? Who's going to know when to take some off the table? I don't know. Do you think a couple more compelling games could make Hive more relevant? Yes. And that is my hope. So that's what gets me really excited about this Arcade Colony thing. I know that they haven't talked about it much, but it's like, if they can onboard popular Web 2 games that already have a player base and figure out how to do, the tokenomics, make it super easy, seamless for them to come in and turn them into essentially like Web 3 or Web 2.5 games, that could bring a bunch of people into Hive, right? So I do get excited about that. I don't know what the status of the project is, but I do get excited about it. Amazon, do me a favor, review my comments on your video or Twitter. I'd love to hear. Yes, I will. Terra Luna went from a penny to $100. If it death spirals, everyone watching this video will be rich first. So that's my point, right? So the only way we get to the death spiral is if we have a major rally first, which I think is possible. It's just, where do people expect the rally to go? Like, do we make it to 50 cents? Do we make it to $10? I don't know. But at some point, it's going to get too hot. You need info on that SL Colony. It's called Arcade Colony, but they only talked about it once, I think, in one of the town halls. So I don't know where it's at, but my guess would be, if it launches later this year, it's still going to be beneficial for SPS, because once the GLX airdrop stops, if they do something similar to what GLX was, then we could potentially see a GL, or whatever the token ends up being called, AC or something like that, as something that's airdropped for the next year or so. I want to see what happens with GLX, primarily because right now everybody's just selling. There's no game, there's no whatever, and it's just the faucets are just on full blast. But two of those major faucets will be done October and then November, right? Airdrop and then staking rewards. We will turn other faucets on, which will be the ranked rewards, but that's like 85 million paid out over the next 6 months or 5 years, 60 months. So that should be significantly less dilution. But here's where I think about things, and I don't have much GLX, but I would vote down and make propaganda videos against any of this. If we take any of that like 1.4 billion GLX and say like, we should extend like the staking rewards, or we should extend whatever. No, like, staking rewards are done. Let them be done. Like, the incentive is for the team to go out and create or, partner with new projects, right? Let's keep the dilution down. I hate this idea of like giving everybody a bunch of rewards just for being there, just for participating. I actually got into this on Splinterlands TV, and I was just like, I probably shouldn't be talking about this on Splinterlands TV, because I was quite critical. But it's like one of the things that I think has been really bad for the economy overall is just the constant decisions to reward people for not doing anything. We saw it with land. We saw it with tower defense packs. We saw it at its worst with node licenses. So it's like, my hope is that we're not going to run into that anymore. So that's what I'll take away from this and give kudos to the team, is that I think the team is very much focused on like only delivering stuff that's like within the purview of the next couple of weeks and months. So at this point, it's just like, once we get through tower defense, once we get land out, like, those rewards will be there for doing something in the economy. Nodes are going to be the other one that, who knows when that ends up going live. But at this point, it's just like passive income that's diluting or inflating vouchers and diluting SPS unnecessarily. People aren't doing any work for it. On the bear side right now, I'm bullish, but watch me when the next bull market comes. I'll be bearish. I'll be cautious. I will speak prudence because bull markets always end sometime. Yeah, that's the biggest lesson. That is the biggest lesson learned. And this is why I talk about ice cream money all the time, Dwayne. But I've trained myself to take some off the table no matter what it is, right? Even when it's low and hopefully when it's high. But I'm already catching myself like being like, oh, well, I think SPS is going to be a little bit higher. Maybe I won't sell, the portion of my stack this week. But screw it. I just got to sell it. 2 cents or $2, whatever it is. After all I've experienced this bear market, it'll be interesting to see when people blink and start taking gallons of ice cream. Well said, Tails. Always lick your ice cream, take profits when you can. Indeed. Speaking of tower defense thing, I didn't know how anyone is voting yes on the way they worded the proposal. Sorry, Virus, what are you talking about? Is the proposal there already? Oh, wait, is this still a pre-proposal? Why am I so lost? No. Wait, am I crazy? How come I can't find it? All. Turn on DAO LP rewards. How far back was this? All right, hold on. Am I crazy? There was a proposal for this, wasn't there? Magic research video that's related. Another pre-sale. Gallons of ice cream, good one. Without having played the game, the stake SPS seems too high, and it should be a shared pool with SPL staking. Yeah, but I kind of like it the other way around, just because hopefully there'll be 2 different audiences with just very little overlap that'll be all fighting for the same SPS. But why do I feel crazy right now? Hold on. What happened to it? Is it not here? Hold on. I'm like losing my mind right now. I swear that there was wasn't there a proposal, or was it just talked about that there would have to be a proposal for tower defense? It shows expired on Peak Monsters. Why is it not on? Oh, okay. They probably just haven't moved it over. All right. Oh, that was really weird. Okay, so they're probably going to add this in today. So we'll get endless notifications until you actually decide to do something. So Virus, what were you saying about this again? Oh, you think that it's too high? Screw it, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I think that it was higher. Well, no, actually, I have no problem with this chart. It is the shared aspect that I was expecting. But the fact that it's not shared just means that people are going to be fighting for more SPS, which I'm not against. But I can understand if people are. What's surprising is that this passed with what, 97%? Granted, it's only 64 million, 65 million. So we're having on average about 300 million people vote, or 300 million SPS vote. Let's see all. So yeah, 300 million for the Riftwatcher packs, 245 for the DAO LP. Dude, some people just don't care. Peak Monsters. Richard says there is a lot of land unsurveyed. Do you think at some point they will force people to survey land? No, I think they're going to figure out how to make it appealing with what's that called? Surfing, land surfing. But it's also a good reason why I didn't want to wait until like the later rounds, because there might not be as much value if people don't survey their lands there. We don't know how many packs it would take to get to that top level or how much you could earn. I just don't see many people playing it at that cost. Even the comments in the proposal are, I like it, great, but I won't be playing it. Well, you know what? Okay, and here's the thing, Virus. So again, you bring up all great points. I'm not disagreeing with you on that, because I'm one of those people that's not going to be, I have my packs and I'm going to use them and I'm going to play at whatever level. I'm not looking to spend anything more than that and get crazy. But if the rewards are so freaking good and there's not that many people playing it, I think that'll be a natural enough incentive, especially if SPS starts to go up. The difference between ranked play and tower defense is the fact that one, on average, it's lower now, but was paying out 7.5 million SPS per month. Tower defense is only paying out 1 million, right? It's not even, it's barely above 10%, 15%. So I don't know. It could pay out a lot even with a smaller amount of players. I don't know. I'm excited for tower defense, but this project has been super frustrating for me because it's like I don't know when it's coming. I don't know what the deal is. So they say soon, 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, or actually no, 3 weeks ago. And it's like, then in the most recent town hall, they say, yeah, it's not going to happen before land. It's like, oh gosh. I don't know. Need another SPS bag for Soulkeep is not it. Not for me. A sync and working sync are not the same. There has to be reasonable cost versus potential earnings. Otherwise, you just have an inactive sync. True. Well, people in Discord are thinking that tower defense is a rug pull. So, unfortunately, I can't argue with them that they're wrong until the game is out. Actually, no, I don't even go into that channel because everybody's so salty. All right, cool. Well, hopefully there'll still be some hype. I don't know what's coming out next week, but it's a town square. And then, yeah, maybe we get some land announcements next week. I don't know. What else are we waiting for? Well, we have a lot to discuss with this Riftwatcher proposal as well. So I wonder how many people will ultimately end up being for it. Because right now it's technically passing. Yes. Oh, never mind. That got shot down quickly. But I think this is an opportunity to reconsider it. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off, mainly because I might be doing another live stream later today to go over land-specific things with Darkest Night and Virus. So keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be like evening US time. But yeah, otherwise, have an amazing rest of your day. I'll catch you all soon. And we'll go from there. I should be able to stream live on Sunday. Oh, and then I said I'll do a stream. Oh my God, this is. Oh. I said I'll do a stream tomorrow. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I'll just be live streaming the rest of my life now. But there's a lot of games to play, so I want to play them. I want to do a Genesis League live stream tomorrow morning potentially because I'm free in the morning. So I may hop in if you guys want to come through for that. Sounds like we're doing something for LAN tonight. So lots of Splinterlands and Splinterlands adjacent things happening over the next couple of days here. But have an amazing weekend if I don't see you. And Darkest Night, you're gonna love this prepper stream. All right, Darkest Night, I'm hopping off now. I'll give you a call back so we can plan out tonight. But yeah,
Peace.
Have a good one, all.